Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel SS Analysis. First of all, I would like to tell you that if you are watching this video first time, subscribe my channel to see my more upcoming videos on analysis of different commodities and equity indices. And second important thing is to watch this video till its end to understand this story to take your decision. Your one like will motivate me to be regular in working more hard for you. Let us start the day to analyze the movements of S&P 500 futures. So friends, here you can see a daily chart of S&P 500 futures. Here I find that the S&P 500 futures have been constantly facing stiff resistance at the levels of 3363. I find that this may provide a stiff resistance to S&P 500 futures, where the S&P 500 futures may take a sharp downward move from these levels, and there is no doubt that if we find a downward move in S&P 500 futures below the levels of 3328, I find that the S&P 500 futures may take more downward moves. I find that if the S&P 500 futures are not able to sustain above the levels of 3363, we will see the S&P 500 futures to move downward once again towards the levels of 3331. Once again, is the growing concern of the economic impact of coronavirus over the global economies may push the S&P 500 futures once again amid this downward trading zone, where I find that the S&P 500 futures may find their immediate support at the levels of 3330. But if the S&P 500 futures breach this level, we will see the S&P 500 futures to test their next support at the levels of 3279 during this week. Let us see this chart in an hourly time frame. Here you can see that the S&P 500 futures have been constantly facing stiff resistance at the levels of 3363, where I find that selling seems to continue above this level, which may push the S&P 500 futures towards the levels of 3330. Within next few hours, we will see the S&P 500 futures to find a good support at the levels of 3303, from where they may take a bounce back up to the levels of 3330. First of all, we will have to check the sustainability of S&P 500 futures above the levels of 3363. How the S&P 500 futures going to take next directional move after few hours from now, because this is the level where the S&P 500 futures have to decide a directional move. Therefore, I find that the levels of 3363 seems to be a critical level from where the S&P 500 futures may take a decisive move very shortly. Here I find the S&P 500 futures may find an immediate support at the levels of 3331, but a downward move below these levels may drag down the S&P 500 futures towards the next support levels at the levels of 3292. There is no doubt that a weekly closing of S&P 500 futures below the levels of 3289 will play a decisive role in deciding the further moves of S&P 500 futures during the upcoming weeks. So friends, be ready to see an action in S&P 500 futures. Thank you friends, thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, don't forget to share this video with your more and more friends. Thank you.